It is impossible to quantify the consequences of the removal of the Great Raft. To the young United States, the consequences were negligible. Save for some taxpayer money and the loss of some minor bayous, the pros far outweighed the cons. But to the cultures and ecosystems that had developed around the Great Raft, its removal was nothing short of apocalyptic. With the raft removal, the Red River adopted a single course, and almost immediately the lakes and bayous on its periphery began to dry up. Among these, Black Lake, Lat Lake, and Saline Lake disappeared almost entirely, and with them the enormous diversity of fish, migratory birds, and wild game that had sustained not only the indigenous people, but early American pioneers, as these city. In my opinion, a poetic example of our culture's insatiable need to squeeze an area until there's nothing left. While to the Americans, the removal of the Great Raft was a triumph, to the Caddo people, it was essentially a death sentence. As we spoke about earlier, the Caddo people had developed their culture for over 1,000 years to work alongside this massive monument. It also kept them safe from the European invasion up until this point, and now both of those things were gone. Due to their unique geographic position, they had seen what had happened to all of their neighbors around them. The vicious conquest of the Spaniards in the west, as well as that of the French, English, and now American in the north and east. While their unique environment had kept them safe for many years, they knew that it wasn't long before this invasion came right to their doorstep. In 1835, with much of the Great Raft destroyed, the way of life of the Caddo people began to collapse. Every system of survival they had developed for over the last 1,000 years was destroyed with snag boats and nitroglycerin. And the United States, just like every other colonizing force in history and today, knew this. They knew that one of the best ways to control a people is to cut off their supply of food. While yes, their